The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
So, Coach, if you could just start off by talking about what the atmosphere was like the first time being in O'Kelly Riddick Stadium for a home game. Was it what you expected?
It really was. I thought our crowd was extraordinary on Saturday night. A lot of energy. You know, we were able to generate some big plays, and every time we threw or ran one that was an explosive play, our crowd was really into the game. Our student section was outstanding, and our band did an excellent job.
Nice to get your first win, too. Just talk about the overall effort.
Just overall effort, I was really proud of our guys. They did an excellent job going out there competing, going out there trying to put 4 quarters of football together. We fell short in some areas. There's some things we need to work on. But overall, I thought the energy was good and the effort from our young men was good also.
You always hear that, the greatest improvements can come from game 1 to game 2. Did you see a lot of market improvements from game 1 to game 2?
We really did. You know, instead of putting together a quarter and a half like we did against East Carolina, we were able to put together, I thought, maybe 3 quarters of football. But the goal is always to execute and put together 4 great quarters of football. And that's one thing that'll be the emphasis this week as we go into UNC Charlotte, is making sure that we can compete at a high level and put together 4 quarters of football.
What do you think about this team you have coming in here? Obviously, what is their second year of existence? And, how much did you go to school on last year's tape? And just your thoughts?
Just to compare, where they've grown, have they grown as a program from year 1 to year 2? You can see some things. They are a lot better football team than they were last year. They remind me a lot when I was in South Alabama, how we were a young team and then redshirted some guys and competed at a high level over the next couple of years. And I expect for that team to do that as well. They do some great things on offense, some great things on defense, and we got our hands full. They're going to come in here 2-0 with a lot of confidence, and we're playing with a lot of confidence now as well, though.
The second game, you get your first win. So you got your first win early in the season. So as a head coach, how does that feel to finally, to get that 0 back?
It feels good, just from a confidence perspective and a morale perspective for our team. Anytime you get that first win knocked out the way, get that monkey off your back, now we can really focus on building off that win.
You talked about playing 4 quarters. Obviously, that's the goal anytime. Any other specific areas you're really going to hone in on this week for you guys?
Our red zone offense and just, our kicking game in the red zone as far as kicking field goes. I thought we performed poorly in that aspect. We have to continue to grow our passing game to get a little bit better and execute a lot better. And on defense, we got our hands full this week. They got 2 dynamic receivers at UNC Charlotte. So our secondary has to put together a great game as well.
You have a small sample size, obviously, but what kind of home field advantage can you have here at O'Kelly Riddick, week in and week out? I
think that's one of the keys that we always talk about as a team is trying to be undefeated at O'Kelly Riddick. Anytime you get an opponent coming in your house, you want to perform well in front of your fans and alumni. And this situation this weekend is no different. We want to make sure that we make everybody in the Eagle family proud.
You ever look at in-state opponents? Every opponent's big, obviously, especially when you get to conference play, but in-state games, they give you, provide a little more juice, maybe? There's
no doubt. We talked about it when we played East Carolina, being able to play an in-state rival just for recruiting purposes, if nothing else. We recruit heavy in Charlotte, and we want to continue to have a good foundation there.
When you said they had a good receiver there, is that the main thing that they possess, a passing game or something like that people will see here on Saturday? What is it that you're really concerned about?
Really, it's their balanced attack. They have 2 really good running backs that they do a good job of getting the football to. Their passing game quarterback is an experienced guy now, and you can tell the growth from year 1 to year 2 as a starting quarterback in his game as well. But those two components on offense really present an issue up front on the defensive line. They do a really good job of using their hands and executing certain defensive packages as well also.
It makes sense from a talent standpoint. Obviously, ECU is a tough way to open the season and whatnot. Did you get a better gauge for what you have to play with this year from this past Saturday?
Well, we did. Some people, they stepped up and made some plays. We saw some guys build off the performance they had at East Carolina, which was always good. So I think up front we're getting better each week in our interior offensive line and defensive lines.
How about the play of your quarterbacks, especially Quinn, this past Saturday?
Quinn's growing. Our entire passing game as a core is getting better each and every week, and I think that's one of the things we got to continue to grow. I thought the running game came along a lot, came together a little bit more on Saturday. So now the goal is now to put together that passing game, and now when all that kind of comes together, we got a chance to be extremely explosive.
Can you tell from your team, is this a team that you have that is hungry to get better and want to improve every day?
They are. They come out to practice with a sense of purpose, and I think what they're going to do each and every week, from what I'm seeing, is they're hungry for a championship and they're hungry to prove something for a winning season.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.